Today gonna be a good day. Well, it's been a good year, that's what I should say. No barking from the dogs and no drama. No Facebook subs from my baby mama. You know it's only fun when the sun out. Drop the top on the whips, they be showing out. Yeah, I'm off a little hen and a light too. Ain't no telling by the night what I might do.
Yo, what's happening? This your boy, Coach Doom, a.k.a. Doom Lombardi. We on another episode of Behind the Lights. We at You Know What It Is Studios, Locomotion in the building. And to the right of me, I got my boy Spenc.
What's happening, man? Peace, man.
What's
I appreciate it, man.
I know,
appreciate you for the
nice
opportunity.
To meet you for the first time.
We was chopping it up on Clubhouse and shit.
Yeah. No, that was cool. Oh yeah, we was.
Yeah.
Yep. Damn, that was good discussion though too back then.
Yeah.
On Clubhouse, what they was going. No, that's what's up, man. So this tell the people like, man, like, you know what I'm saying, where you from, background story about you.
Okay.
About you,
man, I'm Spence, man. From North Las Vegas, RF. Not the TH. Born and raised here in the city.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that's kind of it, man. Just another brother out here coming up.
So with that, man, you being from the city, right? So that explains like your podcast, Views from the Seven.
Yeah.
Right. So describe Views from the Seven, man.
Views from the Seven. Three brothers, man, giving in their unfiltered truth. You know what I mean? We talk about anything under the sun. Sometimes uncomfortable conversations, man, and you know, and look back and be like, damn, you know, my thoughts was a little wild back then. But we three brothers, man, that come from three different lives, man. Three different lives, and somehow, man, we put it all together, man.
Who also described the other two that's a part of that?
Shout out to my bro Ivan. And shout out to Skinny, man. Shout out to Skinny and Code 7, what they doing over there. But yeah, it's been the three of us, man. We've been rocking for almost maybe 4 years next year.
Okay, 4 years. And that's all. Is that how long you had Views from the Seven?
Yep.
Damn. Okay, so what made you start that? What made you start like the Views from the Seven? Man?
I started listening to like YouTube shows back in like 2014, and I was known at the time for like talking a lot of shit on the internet. I was good at it. I was great at it.
So trolling or just talking shit?
People call it trolling, man, but it's my truth.
It's okay.
You know, but
so trolling. So trolling. Yeah, trolling.
But I was really good at it, man. I said, you know what, I could do that, you know. And then it took me some years to like get the confidence to do it. And then, you know, I hit them up. Me and Skinny was, you know, we went way back. You know what I mean? We was on some other shit. And Ivan I met through on the internet, but you know, his personality was so dope. I was like, man, and he's not a hip hop head either.
Okay.
So we can have hip hop discussions, and I know when we had those discussions, you know, like,
I don't really care too much.
Yeah, so we can, you know what I mean? We can have an honest conversation about it. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's do this, man. And we've been rolling ever since, man.
That's dope. I be catching like on. So when you release them, do they go straight to YouTube?
No. We're like we're actually podcast.
Oh,
so
podcast.
it's audio based. So
audio,
like Spotify, Apple.
Oh,
Apple Podcast,
okay, yeah.
Like that, yep.
Nah, so make sure y'all tune into that shit for real.
And I've been doing better at putting the episodes on YouTube.
Yeah. No, that's cool. No, cause when I see him on IG. You feel me? So when I see him on IG, I think of the visual form of, you know what I'm saying, of it. But that's dope that you actual podcast.
Yeah, we put a little clips out there of us talking shit. You know?
Yeah, no, y'all be talking. Y'all definitely be talking crazy as fuck on there. They be saying some crazy shit. I had Pete, but no, that's dope, bro. That how y'all just put that together, man. Three brothers, three different individuals, man, and bringing something like that. So what's like when y'all mainly like. How does the setup go, like, for y'all topics and stuff?
At first it started like real. The first couple years, I'd say the first 2 years, I would say, was more like trending topics and shit.
Okay.
And then we had this brother on, man. Shout out to BJ, man. We had him on, and we had like a real conversation. I think that everybody in that motherfucker except Skinny was crying and shit. You know what I mean? And then it turned into we speaking about real life shit that pertains to us and how we feel about it.
Okay.
And yeah, and kind of like the show kind of just took off from that point. I feel, and then this year, because I started outside. I started on the outside first, so I started pushing views towards everybody that didn't live in the city.
Oh,
First.
okay.
So this year we kind of like we went a little interview-ish heavy, and was just it was like our way of giving back to the city and bringing our stamp, putting our stamp on the city. We've been doing that for this year, and then after that, top of the year, we're gonna get back to our shit.
Yeah, because when I seen the views from the 7, I'm thinking, okay, like basically your point of view from Las Vegas standpoint. That's what I was looking at it more so as. But no, that's hella dope. So, so shit, y'all doing interviews? Y'all need to get me up there.
All right, man. Whatever, man.
I need to get
whatever.
me up there. For real.
Whatever.
Nah, but so trending topics. Then you said more stuff now that pertains to y'all, right? It pertains to y'all personally, or just
we kind of like intertwine it now, but we don't. I like to say we don't interview because we really don't. We just like to, we bring you up there for what it is that you do,
and everybody and y'all talk their shit. Or
yeah, but it's like we bring you up there for whatever it is you do. But we want to talk to the man or woman behind what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So we've been doing that, but probably when this year is up, we'll probably get back to like real uncomfortable conversations.
Do you feel like that's a outlet, a cool outlet for you?
It's therapy for sure. You know what I'm saying? You got everybody got their families, man. They got kids and life, and we get to come in there for however many hours we want to, and just get our shit off. You know what I mean? In an unfiltered way. And so for us, it's like therapy a little bit.
That's what's up. No, that's dope. I now that you explain it more like that, like I'm more interested to see like how this shit go. Like even if I get on there or whoever else, you know what I'm saying? Because now I get the idea of it now. So that's dope. I think we need some shit like that out here in the city for real, because like it's cool to get to know people, whether that's an artist or producer, whatever that they do. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to get to know them in that field, but what makes people fall in love with you is, knowing you a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And really digging into like finding out your character as a person.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So I think that's hella dope actually. You also told me you got another podcast. Is it
no. Podcast, yeah, this is my wife's. I'm a true listener of it. I'm a fan of it. Sweatpants and Stretch Marks is the name of their podcast, man, and shout out to those ladies.
Shout out to that.
But yeah, that's my wife's in that one, and man, they doing big things too, man.
You just a proud promoter of it.
Yeah, that's why. That's they said they wanted to when the idea came, and I seen how the ladies and I seen how my wife was like they really want to do this, so I was like, shit, whatever I can do to help, I will. And then my wife was like, man, I really want to get good at this. And so she started sitting in with us. So kind of like she like the honorary fourth mic type of deal right now.
That's what's up. That's what's happening. Getting wifey involved into it.
Yeah.
It makes it better for the relationship, man.
Man, look.
Better. So you got a show coming up.
Yeah, December 4th, man. December 4th. Night outside, yep.
Explain that, man. Describe, tell the people more about it. Just the whole idea.
Basically,
I seen that y'all lined up with a couple.
Yeah, it's gonna be us. It's views from the 7. It's Sweatpants and Stretch Marks. That shit is a tongue twister. It get you fucked up. You said too fast. And Code 7, man. And they bringing the music, and we're gonna do something that hasn't happened in the city. As far as podcast wise,
right?
You know what I mean. So this would be the first time. I think the only one that I know of that came out here was like Joe Budden a couple years ago. But this hasn't happened in the city.
So what is it now? Is it going to be like it's an event that people could attend to, or is it going to be like a live podcast?
Yeah, it's going to be like a live podcast. So it'll be us, talking our shit and with the audience. You know what I mean? And shit, man, whatever comes with it, man. We got the You know what I mean? We're gonna have performances. We're gonna have the champagne guns. It's gonna be popping. Yeah, it's gonna be popping, man. My homie Rod, man. Shout out to the homie Rod with Necessary Ignorance, man. You know, he gonna have people in there twisting and turning with the crazy shit he be saying, and he gonna be hosting it. Okay. But yeah, man, that's what we doing, man. We over. You know, I don't like to. I don't want to throw the sellout word, but you know, we close.
Right.
We close.
Right. How did you come up with that idea? Like, cause to me, the way I look at it is, it's kind of similar to what like, are you familiar with $1 Million Worth of Game?
Yep.
With Wallow and them?
Yep.
So how they did that live one, kind of like, but they're doing the interview. You know, they're doing the
interview based, yeah.
But some similar in that form, to where it's kind of like live, maybe, or no?
It's not going to be interview based though.
Right.
But it's going to be kind of like that, but wilder.
Gotcha.
Like
mixed
that,
with a little 85 sound, kind of like
it's gonna be
deal.
It's
like,
gonna be wild.
Okay,
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. That's dope. Where's that?
It's gonna be at Digi World on is that Craig and Pecos.
Okay.
Craig and Pecos. That's actually where we chose that venue first because that's where we started at.
Oh, okay. So some history to it.
Yeah, some history to it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's episode 1 was recorded in that building. Yeah.
Okay. How can they get their tickets?
Eventbrite, man, a night outside. That's kind of like how we doing it. We not nothing at the door.
Okay.
As soon as you walk in, man, let's get ready
Get
to
the
party.
tickets, go right in.
Yep.
That's dope. So if y'all know, man, go ahead. December 4th, man, the night outside. Make sure that y'all get y'all tickets. The link on the bottom.
Link in my bio.
Link in his bio.
Anybody's bio. That's
Please tap in, man. Please tap into that. That's gonna be something dope for the city, man. We gotta support each other. Some way that we gonna be able out here to grow, especially in Las Vegas, man. We gotta help support each other so this shit can get bigger and bigger, man. So we can get that notoriety that we always, some people just be crying about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we gotta support each other, man. With you, man, with with your podcast, and now you're venturing off. You're doing events now. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not gonna say events now because you've probably been doing events, but I'm just saying
this will be our first official
event.
One.
Okay, so now you branching off and you doing events now. Where do you see yourself being a staple, as far as like in the city? Like where do you? How can I explain it? Where do you see yourself going with everything that you got going on with the podcast, shows, and all that stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's kind of shit, man. I don't, I haven't really sat down and thought about it, man. I'm still kind of like in the moment, like, damn, I'm really doing this. You know what I mean?
Because I look at like you in the lane, kind of like
by yourself,
which is dope because we got Code 7. We got Behind the Lights, you know what I'm saying? We got, what it is. We got different little platforms right now. Let me excuse myself because I said little. And nobody shit is little.
Yeah,
let me stop saying that shit. Ain't nobody shit little. We all big around here. And we all doing big things. But we all have our individual thing going on. But with yours, it's a little deeper podcast, but you still tapping in with the city. In a way, but it's not with music though. You know what I'm saying? Because right now everybody's talking. Everybody's talking about the Vegas music scene and all that stuff.
We've had a few. We've had a few on, and even a few of them was like, "What the fuck?"
Right.
You get in there and
it's different.
Some of them get in the lines then, and you don't know how to. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to get out. But yeah, man, we love hip hop, man. I'm from the city, so of course we've had a few local artists on, but that's not what we do.
Right. So back to this, you being in the lane of yourself, right? I feel like you could definitely be the blueprint for your lane right now, and also bring something. It's already new, but bring something unique to the city.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I think with your podcast. And like now that you're doing events, I think that's gonna how can I say? I think you're gonna find what I said earlier. I think you're gonna find your imprint into the city in a different way. I think you like how you said you don't see it now.
Yeah.
You ain't noticed. You're not paying attention. But I think like once you start moving around, like you'll start seeing it.
That's what's up, man. That's love, man. I appreciate that.
For real. I think you'll start seeing it for real. So just with like we was talking earlier and shit. So I know you've been seeing what's going on like in the news.
Yeah.
We was just talking about like festivals and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you feel about festivals? How you feel about the whole Travis Scott festival and everything that went down?
I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised one bit. I mean, I went to an R&B festival out in California, and it can get rowdy, man. It can get real rowdy. And I took wifey, man. She was pregnant too, and I felt like I was gonna have to trip out, man. It can get real rowdy. So I can only imagine what happens. I think they said all the shit started happening when he was like performing Sicko Mode. So I can only imagine
how to,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Niggas was tripping where I was at. Monica was performing. You know, fucking Monica and Maya and shit performing. They tripping out. So I can only imagine
what they doing to Travis Scott shit.
Man,
he getting a lot of backlash for it though. Do you really blame him?
nah, man, they can't see what's going on. I mean, you know, I be seeing. I was on Twitter and I was seeing like, you know, they had like little, you know, the white acts like stepping in and stepping off stage, and that's like, you know, it's like it's hip hop and then TED Talks. You know what I mean? Like you can see what's going on when you giving a fucking TED Talk. With hip hop, it's just it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody in heavy. You couldn't. A heavy metal artist wouldn't be able to step into the crowd and do something like that. Because you're not seeing it. There's so many people, and so there was nothing he could. There was nothing he could do. That's what you got security for, but security be fans too.
No, that's what I said when I was seeing our stuff. I'm like, damn, like y'all blaming him. People talking about, oh, I'm deleting his music off my phone, all that weird ass shit. I'm like, bro, like honestly, that's to me like that has nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he, you know what I'm saying? He reached out. He made it a like he didn't have, now mind you, he didn't have to make an apology.
No, at all.
He didn't have to do shit. No. You feel what I'm saying? Because technically, that's not his fault.
No,
his job is to come and rap, and perform and get his check and get on.
That's a fact.
So when I seen that, I was like, damn. I'm like, that's kind of fucked up. But what do you think would be what is your ideas on like how to manage those type of crowds, like festival wise? Because you just told me. I remember we was just talking. You like you ain't fucking with him.
No, I'm cool, man. I had my experience.
Cool,
I had my experience, and that was.
So what did you take?
I left before R. Kelly came on. He was the dude back then.
Oh, shit.
He was the dude, man. You know what I'm saying? He was the dude back then, but it's had to be about maybe 6 or so years ago. So he wasn't like in the situation he is now. Right. Still nasty, but just not cancel nasty.
Right.
But still nasty, right? But nigga, I left before he came on. Like I don't wanna. I can't do this shit no more, man. I'm cool. I'm cool. It's just. It got crazy, man. It got crazy.
So how you think they can improve that, you know, whatever was going on? Even Travis Scott's situation or even the situation like when you was at the shit.
At some point it becomes a free for all. You know what I'm saying? You out there all day. And all you doing is smoking weed and drinking. At some point
it's bound to happen.
It's going to happen. Now, what you gonna do? You gonna infiltrate the whole joint with security? That seems like that might have to be the only option. You know, the security niggas just be at the fucking on the bars and shit. Like,
right?
You know what I'm saying? With their yellow jacket on, and they don't even half the time they don't even have a fucking walkie-talkie and shit. Like,
nothing. Nigga ain't even got no mace.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you put them in bad situations too. So it's the event. Whoever throwing the event,
right?
This is their issue.
That's true. That is true. That's true. I'm like I said. I'm kind of interested to see how they handle Day in Vegas festival. I think they already finding one way to cancel motherfuckers. Like I said, the vaccine, taking the vaccine. So that's one way they're gonna start canceling it. And then shit, man, they don't play on that strip. That's one thing I do know.
But it also, you know, the lineup. The lineup is.
It's not really. I was looking. It's some rowdy artists, but it's not too crazy. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the lineup, like who they bring in,
like the way they placed. I mean, you're not gonna. I mean, you niggas not fighting the Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? No mosh pits with Kendrick Lamar. You know. So they'll be all right. It's just where you place them at, man. It's all about placement. If you get like 4 or 5 of them where it's just like the music is just booming, you probably gonna have some issues. You have to put somebody in the middle that's gonna set that off. You know what I mean?
Facts. You were saying that you've been tapped into like podcasts or interview type things like on YouTube for like since 2014. You said, give me some of your top podcasts that you listen to or that you've been tuned into like beforehand, or that kind of inspired you into like getting in that lane.
Shit, man, Corey Holcomb 5150 show is where I started. That's where I started.
You know what's crazy? Now that you say that, I could tell.
That's where I started, man.
How you just described Views of the Seven, the little clips that I seen, and because Corey Holcomb, that's a wild motherfucker.
Yeah,
Corey Holcomb, and he has no filter.
That's
no filter, and he don't hold that shit back. I like him though as a comedian. He funny
that's
as
a fact, man. He's one of the greatest. Man. But that's where I started, and then after that it was just kind of like, man, a free for all, man. Now I listen to a little bit of everything, man. Comedy. You know what I mean? History, sports, trending topics. It's something for every sex, whatever. You know what I mean? It's something for everybody at this point.
Give me 5 of them that you like that you would recommend
right now.
Yep. And it don't even matter any subject.
YouTube or like podcast.
Either or.
Craig Facts. Craig Facts is hilarious. Still Corey Holcomb 5150. Brilliant Idiots with Charlemagne. That's 3. Joe Budden 4.
Joe Budden. Joe Budden got
what will be my 5th? Probably. That's crazy. Horrible Decisions. Probably Horrible Decision.
Who's that with?
I like them.
It's like a sex joint, yeah.
Mandy and I forgot that.
Wheezy. Yeah, that'll probably be my
all them motherfuckers.
Podcasters.
That'll be the 5. Like I listen to a lot, man. I listen to.
You said Joe Budden?
Yep, he said Joe Budden.
The way people approach, like local music out here is the way I approach podcasts. You know what I mean? You got to be the best, you have to learn from the best. You know what I mean? So as I'm listening, I'm studying as well.
Right. Nah, for real though, dead ass. Speaking of Joe Budden, man, he didn't make the headlines and shit.
All the gay shit.
That. I didn't really get to catch it. I just seen it that it's been popping up everywhere. And he said something. So what happened? He said something about him being bisexual or something.
He was trolling.
They were talking about Lil Nas X, and he was basically saying that if he can get away with it, I can too. Type shit. So I'm bisexual. You know what I'm saying? Because the community, they basically is protected. So he's like, I'm bisexual. What can y'all say now? Say something. Right. Come for me now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody's like, I knew it. We knew it. We all knew he was like this.
That's funny as fuck. That's what happened. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Budden got a nice little roster, man. Like, he'll be a motherfucker to be like, you know what? Let me. All of these beautiful women I fuck with, like, let me sit some balls, like, right in the middle. That's crazy. I'd be a motherfucker, man, because he got a roster on him. It ain't elite. Real. He ain't up there with like the legendary Cocksmiths, but he got a.
Yeah, he ain't fucking with Nick Cannon.
Nah,
Nick Cannon's the Slayer.
He's the GOAT.
He might be the GOAT. He might be more goatish than Drake.
Nah, Drake fuck with like bartenders and shit.
Drake fuck with put together bitches, like
made
bitches. He don't fuck with like
shit.
He fuck with bitches that like.
He kind of, you know what, Drake kind of put bitches on.
So did Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon put Christina Milian on. He made her look better than what she was.
She was kind of I don't know, bro. She was already on though. Christine Milian, come on, bro. Christine Milian,
movies.
She was already turned.
She
up,
fuck with the dream though. Like, I don't even know if I can count her no more. She beautiful, but like, damn.
Is she one of the Dream Baby?
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Yeah, that takes you down a little bit.
That takes you down.
Dream?
What? I don't know about that.
All right, talk to me. Explain. I want to know.
The Dream is talking to the women taking their panties off, man.
Well, he talking to niggas.
He might be. Ain't no telling.
Hey, shit.
But nah, the Dream took her down a few. fucking with Nick Cannon, that you up for a few points. Let me put a pause on this conversation too. This is how but the dream off, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think Nick Cannon might be the ultimate entertainment slayer.
I got Leo.
You said who?
Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Leonardo?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, legendary cocksmith.
Yeah.
He ain't fucking no black bitches though.
Yeah,
It don't matter,
Rihanna.
though. It don't matter though, as long as they in there. They don't got to be black.
I ain't never had no raw meat.
But Nick Cannon fucking both. Nick Cannon fucking the white bitches and the black bitches and the mixed and the Puerto Ricans and half the
Nick Cannon turned them hoes Muslim.
That nigga putting that. I nigga putting that rap on their head before he.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
bitches in hijabs, boy.
You said what?
Putting these bitches in hijabs, the fucking raps.
Nah, for real, dead ass. Nah, that's tight, man. That's just dope how you that you just tapped in with the podcast, like how you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This shit is a art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's an art. What would you say that you learned the most about pod?
How to get the people going? Oh man, I got that shit down to a T, man. How to get the people going, and most of the times it's actually opinions that
Everybody
I actually feel.
Right.
Actually feel. It's just the way I say it. You know what I mean?
You got that I don't give a fuck type of.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So people feel like you don't give a fuck when you really saying it. What you saying?
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like I could care less. I mean, sometimes I could care less about what the fuck I'm saying. I know, you know what I mean?
You know how to start that motherfucker up. Baby.
Yeah, but I can have an opinion. I can have an opinion on something and not give two shits about it.
The subject.
At all. Or the person. I've been starting to get this shit, you know, we've been inserting ourselves in certain local discussions. And, yeah. And
Talk about what? Talk.
I've been making jokes, and sometimes I just don't give a fuck. I don't care. I mean, not necessarily I don't care, but it's like I'm not invested in you to really care about how you feeling, or let me get these jokes off.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I think the last one was the Yowda.
Okay, so what happened with that one? I kind of peeped. I think you was talk about it more because you gonna refresh my memory.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we found out like, you know, he's not like, you know, MMG and shit. So, oh man, somebody, you know, came in there and threw us that oop, and we're a comedy podcast at heart.
So we gonna
you threw us that, nigga. We was in there feeling like we was fucking LeBron and D Wade, like you just threw a hoop in the air, and we talked about that shit, like we.
So is he not? So he's not part of the roster at all no more.
Never was.
So is it as far as like him having what's the word I'm looking for that they be using? What does Drake do with these niggas? Cosign. There we go.
Nah, he was like a trans Ross. Like Ross was like, "Hey, man, you can borrow my shit."
I ain't never heard that.
Oh fuck, bro, this nigga dog.
Camry music.
I don't know, man.
That was really it, but we was just making jokes about it, man. Shout out to that brother, man. But yeah, we gonna get these jokes off.
Nah, I feel it. I mean, nigga, honestly, me personally, I would have got on it too. It's a lot of shit going on just about different artists and shit. You know what I'm saying, like in Vegas or whatever. But I mean, I've got the chance to fuck with Yada. You know what I'm saying. Personally, he's a cool nigga. But I get it to where if you from the city, you know what I'm saying, and somebody that got like, I'm not gonna say pull, but I guess respect in the city the way he do, you know what I'm saying? Okay. You could kind of feel some type of way, I guess, because like you got a lot of people that's like born and raised from the city.
Got you.
You know what
that
I'm
would
saying?
Definitely feel about a nigga.
When somebody, this nigga so stupid. Exactly. So,
well, it's been a good year, that's what I should say. No barking from the dogs and no drama. No Facebook subs for my baby mama. You know it's only fun when the sun out. Drop the top on the whips, they be